Hey YouTube, this is Scarecrow Kaiser. So, this is going to be the first of my set 6 deck profiles. This one will be my Nightrose deck. I had this deck mostly finished before, like, as you guys know, I had to wait on some things because the website I bought from fucked up really bad. But I got to play the deck before it was completely finished, and I went undefeated with it. So it runs pretty well. I'm gonna get started. For Nightrose, sorry for the glare. I'm kind of doing this in a rush before I go to work, but she is a very good card. She's pretty much exactly what I would ask for. She's very good down to her GB2. It's super helpful that you can go to the end phase. Your stride wears off first, and then your hollowed cards would die. And with her skill, you could mill 3 to revive the Necrolazy, and then have Necrolazy revive something else, so that you can keep interceptors on the field. Very good card. For my second grade 3, I'm running 3 Blackkick. He is in here because he's a secondary grade 3 ride, where you can't always ride your Nightrose. I mean, it sucks when you can't. But when you ride this guy, you can revive something, and he has an okay GB1 too. But I feel like a deck needs to can't just have one grade 3 to be used as a vanguard. It'll fall apart. And I utilize this guy because he lets me do something right when I play him, and against an opponent who's trying to play like the grade 2 game or something, he's gonna let me actually do something. Like I have the option. I own like the Legion and stuff, as you can see here. I don't run it because I don't like it. The grade 2 is terrible. It's like a dead card. And the grade 3, you still can't Legion if your opponent's playing the grade 2 game. So my last 2 grade 3s in the deck is 1 Night Mist, because you got that great tag out effect, and 1 Gas Dragon, because it hits really big. So, the reason I'm playing just 1 of each is because you can just search them out of the deck and it truly drops on with Obadiah. That's how a lot of this deck is. I run small numbers of cards because you can always just search them, so you don't need a lot of copies of them because you don't have to draw into them. And having smaller numbers means you can play more variety, and in a deck that just toolboxes, having more variety is more helpful because it gives you more options. I play 1 Columbard. He's not usually helpful. I don't use him a lot in the sense that normally the way the game goes, he's not there. He's useful for turns where you don't actually get to stride, so he'll let you like start getting revives off and stuff. But I very seldom use him, so I just play 1. I could probably switch him out for something else, but that's what I've been doing, and it works fine. I play 1 Skeleton Cannoneer. Don't use this card very much either. It's very cool. Sometimes I use him to be revived by Necrorook in my end phase with Nightrose to kill one of their cards and draw. But he's a counterblast, and even though it's only 1 counterblast, this deck is so counterblast heavy that I don't usually use it because I'm saving my resources for offense rather than defense, and to me this card's a defensive card, but it's in there just in case I have the option. And then I play 1 Cemetery Dragon. He's a 15k interceptor, and just like I kind of mentioned with him, if I want to during my end phase, when my Necrolazy is retired because it was hollowed, I can use Nightrose to revive it, and then I could have Necrolazy revive this guy. So I put out like 20k in intercepting alone. I then play 2 Necrorook, 16k attacker. I only play 2 of them because I have options to just search them out. For Necrolazy, obviously the best grade 2 in the deck. The deck can't function without this card. It's very mandatory, a very good card. And then something a lot of people don't play is I play 2 of this card, King Serpent. He's an old promo that when he revives, you counterblast and soul charge. He's very helpful to combo off with your Necrolazy. You stride, revive Necrolazy, counterblast, soul blast, revive this guy, countercharge, soul charge. So you get your cost back from the Necrolazy. So this guy was a free revive. And then you can use them with like Necrobone to attack like because Necrobone doesn't require you to attack a Vanguard to use a skill. So you could attack a rear guard for 15, then retire this guy by counterblasting with Necrobone and get out something else. So it's like a free attack that you get off with this guy. That's why I really like him. And the grade 1s, 2 Banshee. I don't use her a lot, but she's there just sometimes I do want to actually draw cards because I feel like I need more defense or something. Or you can combo her with like Blue Heart. She's an okay card. I don't use her a ton, but as far as options go, she's one of the better ones. For Ghosty Brothers, for Wire Spout Jin, you kind of have to play damage unflipping Perfect Guard in this clan. It's super counterblast heavy, kind of always has been. And then for Necrobone, this card is kind of broken. Definitely really, really good. The things you get to do with this are just super good. I love this card. For the triggers, we have 4 heal, and then 11 crits, obviously 4 of them being Banshee, and then I play one of the Ghosty Stand. No draws, because this deck generates its card advantage through just being able to revive by striding. You don't need to draw cards to get resources. As long as you can stride, you have exactly what you need to attack the opponent. Stands can be awkward in this deck, so I'm only running the 1, just because if I get it, I get it, and then I can use it to combo off, revive, power something up, do things like that. But crits are definitely the best way to go in the deck. I don't even know if I'm going to keep this 1 stand. I've just been trying and it's working okay. Crits are definitely the best way to go in this deck, because this deck hits hard. It doesn't need the card advantage, etc. And for my starter, I'm running Undying Departed. The tricky thing about this guy was getting him into the drop zone, but I figured out how to do that pretty easily using Obadiah. So the counterblast, their unflip 2 damage thing is super helpful, almost required in this deck. So yeah, I would definitely play him. So for the grade 4s, I'm just going to throw down one of each. Let's see. Obadiah, 2 Obadiah, 1 Blue Heart, 3 Nightrose, and 2 of the on-hit Bandit Room. So to go through each, Bandit Room, I just played 2 of them because he's an on-hit, so he's not super useful. He can be threatening at certain times, but I almost never use him, honestly. So I just play 2. I run 3 Nightrose because, that might sound really weird. Nightrose, I only use her to attack with, using her effect and reviving the 2 cards, 1 back, 1 in the front. I only usually use that once a game. It's so counterblast heavy that you gotta be careful about it. It's too many resources to really pull off more than once in a game. So she's usually just my finisher. The reason I play a 3rd one is if I don't get to ride the Nightrose grade 3, my Necro Rooks and Necrolazy and Necro Bones, I can't use them because my Vanguard's not named Night Mist. So for the games where I haven't rode the Nightrose grade 3 yet, having a Nightrose grade 4 I can stride into would let me actually utilize those. I play 1 Pirate King Blue Heart. I don't use him a lot, but sometimes he's helpful mid-game when I'm not ready to push yet, but I want to build up my field and perfect it and build up resources. That's why I use him sometimes. But my favorite grade 4 is definitely Obadiah. I played two of him. He's always my first stride because he lets you search your deck, throw what you want into the drop zone to build up your combos, and when you stride into him, you get to revive a ghosty if you send at least two hollows, so that you can revive the ghosty brother stride enabler, and I will revive it over top of my Undying Departed to get Undying Departed into the drop zone. So I like him. He sets up so many combos and he thins the deck, which is another big thing about this card. I often stride into him more than once in the game just to like thin the deck even more and make it more likely to hit triggers. So yeah, so that's it for the deck profile. Thank you guys for watching. I will be getting to my other deck profiles as soon as I can get them up and stuff. Thanks for watching.